Hi! This week's Quake II gaming history video is all about machinima, the art of making cinematic experiences within the machinations of the Quake II engine, with a special focus on a Brazilian Quake II director who adopted a sincere, thoughtful approach to the craft. I'm also going to try my hand at Quake II machinima filmmaking with a 30-minute director's cut of one of Donnovan's movies, A Warrior's Life. Before we get into all that, I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all my supporters on Patreon who are paying me anywhere from $1 to $20 per video. This is the support that makes this work possible. Thank you to Nick, also known as Beaver, Kate and Peter, Christina Carson, a badass woman in the video game industry, Elliot and Christina, and really big thank you to my Quake gods, Shelly and Ray. If anybody is interested in ensuring a new Quake II gaming history video every week, oh, cat woke up, please visit patreon.com/dondeq2. Thank you and enjoy this week's video.
The online world of Quake is dark, menacing, and decidedly violent. But what else would you expect from a computer game where you hunt other players in a grim industrial wasteland? Perhaps that's why it has such a loyal following. But there is a facet of Quake that is somehow much, much more disturbing. Quake cinema.
Honey, I'm home.
Yes, rather than shooting each other silly, some extremely bored Quake players thought it would be more fun to make mini-movies within the game environment itself. The result is staggeringly bizarre.
Hello, dear. How was your day? Just a second, hon. I'm going to take care of the neighbor's milk. Come here, boy. I got something for you.
Not exactly breakfast at Tiffany's. Want to view these cinematic masterpieces? Well, first you have to get Quake II running on your computer. Then head on over to the Cineplex website. Here you can find a whole host of homemade entertainment, reviewed, rated, and ready for download. For the record, there were 3 films that caught my eye. Getting an A for effort, D- for results, is Nightfall. It's got original music, special effects, nice set design, and then there's the plot. I'm guessing it involves two moody protagonists who like to hang out on a rooftop. Occasionally, they yell at one another.
There isn't anything in the midst of the Pacific Ocean rising to rip all this humanity to weepy and gibbling shards.
Alrighty. But it's not all doom and gloom out there. Toxie, a devoted Quake player, decided to start his very own talk show, a la Carson.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here, folks. Welcome to our first show.
Like every other talk show host, Toxie has to deal with guests who incessantly plug their latest product.
I've been too busy working on my page, which can be found at www.planetquake.com/RA2IO.
What are you doing? You just shamelessly plugged your site.
And then there are those guests that just never shut up. Fortunately, Toxie runs a tight ship.
I thought you said I'd get a chance to play Thresh for coming on this stupid show. Where is he anyway? I'd take him out in no time if he were here. I'm so late.
Well, that was unexpected. That was kooky. That was Ed get a sponge. But the piece de resistance of Quake cinema is clearly Father Frags Best. It's the story of a loving family trying to stay together amidst the everyday trials of modern life. And yes, that is Gene Simmons. The plot centers around Dad, who recently returned home a war hero. But as we learn in one of his many flashbacks, Daddy has a secret.
All right, men. Our commanding officer is dead. It's up to us now. I think we can penetrate this door if we work together. Everyone get your best weapon, and on my mark, we're going over this wall, and we're taking that son of a bitch apart. Okay, now, go, 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 go!
War, my friends, is hell.
Oh, God, the smell.
Today we're going to be focusing on the work of Brazilian Quake II machinima director Donnovan. Donnovan is special in the pantheon of those that were creating Quake II machinima because of the work that he produced being particularly artistic in merit. He had three major films: Cirrus Life 1 and 2, A Warrior's Life, and Donovan's Dream. As of the making of this video, the only one of his features still in public circulation is Cirrus Life 1 and 2. That was something that always bothered me when I was archiving his work for my blog, and I really wanted to see what I could do in terms of unearthing those original recordings, and it took me down this path that eventually led to finding one of the videos from Donovan's Dream, and that was really exciting for me and kind of a breakthrough. Following that, I went and downloaded all of the demo files for A Warrior's Life, and I tried to utilize my PC laptop to play those demo files within Quake II, and then I was going to stream and record the playback so that there was a copy in circulation of the original Donnovan film, A Warrior's Life. However, because of my own technical limitations, I was never able to successfully execute that 90-minute film. I was only able to gather 30 minutes of clips, and rather than just throw up my hands and say forget about it, that's not really what I'm all about. So at the end of this movie, you're going to see that I've taken those 30 minutes, resequenced them, and adapted A Warrior's Life for 2018 so that we have a new 31-minute feature-length Quake II machinima coming up. But before that, let's go back to the beginning. Basically, how Donnovan got into making Quake II machinima was coming out of the days of Quake 1. I think that the story goes that Donnovan Googled Quake movie, or Yahoo'd it, as they did back in the day, and found one of the websites, which was, it bounced around from frag.com to telefragged, and that's the Quake Movie Library, or QML, that went from frag to telefragged, and Donnovan caught wind through that people were making Quake movies, so he Googled that phrase, he found all of these films, he decided that he wanted to get involved, and the first movie that he made had very serious subject matter. It was about suicide, and he utilized key grip 2 within the Quake 2 game engine to make that movie, and he called it Cirrus Life, and there was quite a response, all across the spectrum, from folks that were like, this is a little too much, to people that were like, wow, this is a lot and I like that, when he released his first movie, Cirrus Life. Somewhere right now, in a basement or bedroom, a kid is making an animated movie that will play in a theater near you. It's been possible for years to create animation on home computers, but a new movement called machinima plans to make those movies more sophisticated, of commercial quality. Machinimists don't use high-priced software programs, but the rendering engines used by games like Quake and Unreal. This was only a matter of time. Software gets cheaper and wants to be free. Home computers are more powerful than the mainframes of a few years ago. Sony's new PlayStation 2 is both a toy and a supercomputer. In March, the Digital Media Practitioners Collective Conduit held the first U.S. gathering of machinima filmmakers at the South by Southwest Film Festival in Austin, Texas. That's March 2000. The key elements of machinima are low cost and artistic freedom. These movies do not require actors, set designers, cinematographers, caterers, best boys, or key grips. They can be made by one person sitting at a computer. This is revolutionary, but my guess is that the films themselves will not be as revolutionary as the techniques used to make them. That out of those basements and bedrooms will come not cinematic art, but elaborations on the themes of video games. One day in 1967, I was having lunch with Francis Ford Coppola, then about the age of a lot of today's machinimists. We were talking about his film Finian's Rainbow, but then he opened a bulging briefcase. "Look at this," he said, spilling glossy brochures on the table. "These are video cameras that can actually be carried by one person. One day they'll be better, cheaper, and smaller, and a filmmaker will be able to carry a movie studio in his hands." That's Francis Ford Coppola in 1967, just a little bit ahead of the curve. With the advent of digital video, that day has come. Nevertheless, films shot on digital require lots of collaborators. The director Bernard Rose at Sundance this year was exulting about his new film made with about 8 actors who doubled as the production staff, but it had a sizable budget by machinima standards, and if you want big stars, you have to pay for them in one way or another. Animation doesn't need stars. All it needs is imagination and technical skill. It's at this frontier that Coppola's vision comes true. An individual animator, working alone like a painter, a novelist, or a poet, makes a work of art. Intrigued, I looked at some examples online, starting at machinima.com. One film, Ozymandias, is a visualization of a Shelley poem about the ruined statue of a once great king. It involves simply rendered desert landscapes and a sketchy human figure that traverses them. Very basic, but curiously effective, and the music establishes the mood. Another film is The Kick, which is essentially a video game demo. These films represent two choices. One has an idea, but the other just recycles the exhausted cliches of video games. Neither one is realistic in appearance, but here's an important point. Animation does not need realism. Although Disney and other mainstream Hollywood shops seek the ideal of full motion animation, some of the best animated films have been much simpler. Takahata's Grave of the Fireflies, 1988, may provide the most powerful emotional experience ever created by animation. It isn't realistic at all. The characters follow the anime conventions of big, saucer eyes and simplified figures. The backgrounds, beautifully drawn, aren't intended to depict real life. Animation suggests and the imagination supplies. Our eyes fill in the gaps. Grave of the Fireflies uses pauses, silence, moments of regard, and meditation to tell its story. And this is Roger Ebert talking. He says, "I'm afraid those kids in basements will gravitate towards ideas based on video games. Their work will be visually impressive but empty. We'll get aliens, laser rays, space cadets, Tomb Raiders. The machinima movement will produce the ability to make feature-length animated films at home, but it will not automatically realize Coppola's dream of putting the means of production into the hands of the artists." This is taken from an interview that Donnovan did with the website machinima.com, looking back at his Quake II machinima films. So he starts off by saying that in general, machinima has not been an art form where art house has flourished. Most machinima appears to be very Hollywood influenced and heavily colored by the prevalent culture of its proponents, mostly English-speaking Westerners. The glaring exception to both for a while now has been Donnovan, a lone Brazilian movie maker who, with his first 3 films, Serious Life 2, and A Warrior's Life, has stirred up interest and controversy in equal measure. My name is Andre Luis Donnovan. I'm 21 years old and I'm a person with big social preoccupation. I like people who know how to live in a community. I'm from Brazil, a country in South America. Brazil was a colony of Portugal for centuries. This was a big break in our economy and progress. We have a very original culture here, but the US values are coming and deforming our culture. And Donnovan said, "I'm a very special person because I have my own values, and I've proved to myself that these values are the most compatible with my soul and with the universal sense of what is right and what is wrong. And so from this situation, I feel myself to be a lucky person." Oh, here's a fun fact about A Warrior's Life. It was the recipient of the highest score ever from Sykes Popcorn Jungle, which was one of the main Quake II Machinima review websites of the day. So the highest accolades. Another review in the Quake movie library from Darkside, spelled with an X because we are Quake gamers, said, "You have to be able to get past the insignificant technical details. They don't matter. A Warrior's Life is about something much deeper and far more beautiful than the mere obvious. It tells a story that only some can understand and relate to, using art, emotion, creativity, originality." There were some bad reviews as well. They don't hold up quite as well, though, when you look back at them. We had Jamie on QML say that A Warrior's Life was crap with a capital C. Surreal from Quake Movie Library said, "Save yourself while you still can." And there were a number of reviewers that knocked the film for not utilizing voice acting. However, what was awesome was that even back in 1999, Donnovan was making his own music, scoring his own music for his own films. So yes, there was no voice acting, but this is like a multifaceted work because Donnovan himself created not only the assets within the game world for the movie, but he also crafted the score. He made the music for the film. About a year after A Warrior's Life was released, Donnovan wrote an editorial for machinima.com where he kind of revisited that film and talked about how his feelings had evolved as the director. This is what he said. Recently, I installed Quake II and watched A Warrior's Life again. It was great, but something changed in my judgment of the movie. I finally decided that it had some screaming errors that I am interested in correcting. But you ask, how have you discovered these errors now? Why so long after the release? Well, at the release, my preoccupation was with the details, making a clean movie that was entertaining, that, I was a rebel contesting the world. My ambition was just to release the movie talking about my vision of the world, my state of mind at that date. I'm not sure, but I think a significant part of the public, the average public, if you will, just really hated my movie. What am I going to do? Am I going to succumb to the destructive feedback from QML, the Quake Movie Library users? Will I change everything to please the average public? It was a hard decision. A Warrior's Life put me in a big dilemma. Can a Quake II movie maker survive without the approval of the average public? Do I want to be a famous movie producer doing movies that make millions of dollars? Or do I want to be a movie maker faithful about my most deep sentiments? Will I valorize the money, the fame, or my psychological evolution? Well, now I see things more clearly, and I must say my movies are Donnovan movies and nothing more. I don't seek fame or money. My movies are extremely linked to my soul. I was a confused rebel, so A Warrior's Life was what it was. And I'm still Donnovan, but my life has changed a bit now. I'm happy, and my movies will change too. Seeing A Warrior's Life again, I said, God, I need to change this movie. So I decided I'm going to cut some scenes here and some there. I'm going to make some new animations and make the movie more easy to watch, make it more appealing for the general public. I decided to care about my feedback, and I'm really pleased with everyone who downloaded the movie and gave me criticism. I understand that you're just trying to make Donnovan movies better. To the average public, if there is one, I don't hate you. And don't get sorrowful just because you are called the average public. It was very hard to take some of the critics on the Quake Movie Library, but as an intelligent person, I tried to find some useful things in it. I can't handle a mental war of Donnovan versus the average public, so I will not say everyone who hated A Warrior's Life is an idiot. I'm in a happy place now. I don't know why. My life has changed, and maybe it was A Warrior's Life's fault, but the dilemma was resolved. And day after day, I find myself in a better and better situation. Life is wonderful. Finally, I have a focus in my life: emotional intelligence. We have 6 billion geniuses in the world, believe me, but people think they are weak. This is not true. They are strong, and each one can change their own lives and the world. I think I have infinite ambition. This is the reason why I make Donnovan movies. I want to win in the best way. I want to believe that our conscience never dies. And by that I mean I want to believe that each one of us has a spirit that's so strong that it never dies. We are our spirit. And the fact that we can forgive the past, it just happens to be a blessing that brings us a new beginning. Believe you are an indestructible entity of many years, and you can say every time of your existence, I am me, I exist, I will exist forever. You have all the time to evolve in a good, gradual way. Don't kill your principal ambition. Surprise yourself. Be faithful about your soul and your sentiments. Make your movie like I do. Donnovan movie. You are indestructible. You are important. Let's begin now. You have valor. Do your movie. I'm going to paint. In a farm, far away from the city, Julios has a pure and simple life with his mother. His mother takes care of him with a lot of love. Julios is a happy boy and loves his mother. But Julios has a problem. He rarely has success. He rarely wins. The world! I'm a butterfly! Julios! Get some cereals for me! Okay, Chief. It will be hard. Why? Listen. Full of monsters outside.
Kill them all and get the cereals.
Okay. And then one night, Julio's mother died in her sleep. Julios decides to go to the city. Bye, Mommy. Goodbye. Julios arrived in the city. But the city did not greet him back warmly. Hello, can you help me? No! Whoa, who is that? Maybe it's like a sign, man. Hey, this place looks pretty decent. That rug really ties the room together, man. Queen size bed, got a little wood furnace over here, Japanese changing curtain, pretty decent. Can I stay here? Wow, this is really nice. Would be an excellent place to stay. That's it then. This is it. My new digs. Welcome to the hood. Hello, new neighbor. I'm Julios. Tell me, friend, can you help me? Get out, boy! Right. I think I'm gonna go home and never come back outside. Okay, I'm home. It's pretty nice. I think I'm gonna take a nap. Exhausted from his move to the big city, Julio slumbered and dreamed. I know where I am. This is the bridge, near where I used to live. Oh no! The bridge is out. I can't cross. How can I get back home to Mother? You know, I think that if I run really fast, it's possible, maybe, I could double jump or rocket jump over the gap. Julios woke up and realized it had been a dream, and decided to get on with his life in the city by first putting on his butterfly shirt. The city is so big. I miss the farm, and I miss my mother. I'm thinking about leaving the apartment. I'm thinking about going out there into the world. I'm thinking about it. Thinking it might not be a good idea, though. We're worried about it. Not super enthusiastic about it. There's that guy, for example. So, if he's out there, maybe I should just stay in here. That's what I'm thinking. I'll tell you what, maybe I should just stay in here, because this rug really ties the whole room together, man. Hello, little boy. WTF? What was that voice? Who is talking to me? It's me, the picture! Oh my god, am I losing my mind? Hey! Let's be friends! Friends? Yes! I've never had a friend. Time goes on, and they become friends. Julio fears the big and cold city. And while he still does not venture outside, at least he's not alone. Julio spends all day sleeping, thinking, or talking to Coconut. And when his days are through, he leaves Coconut on the first floor by the magnificent rug and falls into dreams, strange dreams, where he's presented with a choice. Either go to the locked steel door and wish that he could enter, and wish that he could go inside, but presented with that obstruction, with that reality, Julio turns around and sees that he has another choice. A more inviting, more natural choice for Julios, and he enters that wood structure and he runs. Well, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Coconut. I've had quite a rest. Good morning, city. Oh, hello, Glue Man. I'm feeling quite inspired. Captain? Are you there, Captain? Well, hello, my friend! Coconut in the house! Coconut, I need to tell you something serious. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the world. And that is why I stay inside and never, ever leave the house. I'm a little embarrassed, just even bringing this up. And to be honest, I've never even had a friend to talk to about it before. Remember, Julios, you have a lot of value. You have a lot to offer the world. Thank you. No one's ever said that to me before, and I don't really even know how to take it, but thank you. And geez, do I have something really to offer the world? I want to go out there and give it to them, but I just feel like I just can't. I can't. You can, Julios! If you believe in me, then I believe in myself. Oh my god, I'm finally out of that apartment. What is this crazy building with a clock on it? I have a very bad feeling about this. Oh man. I think it's a school. Oh man, what a big school. Well, I guess I gotta learn sometime. Whee! Yip, 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 yip. whoa, 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 oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, Coconut! Why, hello, Julius! You have returned, smiley face! Where did you come from? I came from a school! Did you like it, Julius? Yes! And I will study! Why, Julius, that's great! When do you start? Tomorrow. I'm very happy. Hell yeah, Coconut. I'll tell you what, bro. I will sleep, but good night. And I just wanted to say, thank you for being my friend. Good night. Going to school. Okay, let me get behind my Japanese changing shade and just put on my outfit for tomorrow. Get all my ducks in a row, and including the bird on my shirt. And I'll just get into bed here, get a good night's sleep, and have a good first day at school tomorrow. Julio started to dream. Whoa, where am I? What is that? Oh, flowers, courtyard, building, flowers? I'm not a butterfly. Oh, I'm inside a place I've never been before. I'll go left, I'll go right, I'll go into dead end. Keep going. Another dead end. Oh my god. I just don't know where to go next. I'll go around this way. I'll just keep going, go through. Oh, dead end. Coming back and dead end. Keep going through. Just keep going. Oh my god, I'm late, of course, I overslept on my first day of school. God damn it. Just get in there and let's get this started. Today we have a new friend. Say your name, son. I'm Julius. Hi everybody. I have a question, Julius. How much is 12 plus 5? That's 125. That's 125. No, Julius, no. Spell pencil to me. Pencil. P-E-N-C-E-L. No, Julius, no. Sad. Still a little sad.
Hey guys, it's recess. My name's Lena. Just chilling on the hard top. You guys shoot some hoops? Okay, I'm just over here doing my thing. Yes, I'm just hanging out here. Just had lunch. It was really good. Just gonna do that. Is that guy looking at me? What's that? Oh, creeping.
Who is that girl? She is amazing. Coconut. Oh, coconut. Hey, what's up, Coconut? You know what? Matter of fact, I'll talk to you later, bro. Because I'm just gonna go up here and just, I think I'm falling in love. Man, she is so beautiful. A new day arrived, and with it, a new morning for Julio's. Hello, Coconut! Well, hello, Julio's! I'm in love, man! I'm in love! Oh, that's amazing! Who is she? Her name is Lena. Lena is her name. Nice name! Oh, hey! It's your time to go! Oh. Okay, bye. Oh, goodbye, Julio, and good luck. And so Julius begins the school and learns a lot of new things. Class. Julius. Class. The school is hard for him. Too much new stuff. Too many new people. Julio stays lonely, trusting only in his friend Coconut. Julio feels inspired by his friendship to Coconut and how that friendship has enabled him, Julio, to break out of his shell. Hey, Coconut. Are you okay? Oh, I'm okay, big friend. I'm okay. You know what, Coconut? Because of you, big friend, I am better than okay. Because of you, I have an idea. That's great! Tell me! I'm gonna create a group, is what I'm thinking. Yeah. I'm gonna create a group. I just gotta find the administrator's office, and I think it's gotta be just a little bit forward down the hall here. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, hello there, Julius. Hi. So I want to create this group called WISI. W-I-S-I. Oh, WISI. Warriors in Search of Illumination. Warriors in Search of Illumination. Cool! Warriors in Search of Illumination! And so it began. The WISI, or Warriors in Search of Illumination group, started by Julius. In the early days, it was slim pickings. However, Julius, determined, persevered, and Blue Man showed up, and another man showed up. Welcome to WISI. Welcome to Warriors in Search of Illumination. We look for the truth in this group. We search illumination in this group. And we are warriors in this group. We try to lower the suffering. We are warriors for peace.
Oh, hey! What's going on here? Who are these warriors? Julios?
Lena? Oh, please, come. Take a seat. Welcome to the group. Julios went home triumphant. Oh, hey, what's up, blue suit guy? Hey, Julios. Coconut, hey! Oh, Coconut. What? Oh, are you sleeping, Captain? Julios! Oh, Coconut. Julios! I need to go! Julios! Go? I'm not ready for you to go. What do you mean, go? I need to go forever! No! No! Coconut. It's my time, Julios! No, Coconut! No! You can't go! Remember, Julios, you have value, and I love you. No, no. Goodbye, big friend. Goodbye. Coconut! Coconut! No! Coconut! Coconut! Goodbye! Goodbye, big friend! Goodbye! I will never, ever, ever forget you. Losing Coconut was very, very hard on Julios, and it was a very difficult and challenging period for him. And he was looking down on himself, looking down on his life, looking down, thinking, maybe I should jump. But then it occurred to him how far he'd already risen. Okay, group, let's start. Welcome to the Warriors in Search of Illumination group meeting.
Hey y'all, it's Lena here. Welcome to WeSee.
Today we will talk about individuality and collectivism and how you all have value. Many years later, WISI, or Warriors in Search of Illumination, had become a national group with outlets all across Brazil. Julios and Lena got married and ran the organization together. Oh, I think I'm gonna go out there, Lena.
Going out, honey? Where will you go?
I'm going to the past.
Alright, well, I'm gonna stay home. But take care in the past. You're very valuable to me.
Okay, Lena. I love you, and I'll see you when I get home. Glug, 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 glug. And so Julios returned to the place where he was from. The farm far outside the city was all different. The window was the same, but the door was boarded up. He had to run around to the back to get inside and have a look. There was someone staying there. Oh no, sleeping in the bed that he had slept in as a child. Well, it wasn't his bed anymore, and it wasn't his home anymore. Even in his mother's room, he only felt tired. but he didn't want to stay and sleep there in a stranger's house, so he kept going forward. Julio felt strange, but not a stranger, and exited the home that he had grown up in with so many memories, and looked back and decided to climb an adjacent hill. And there, as he reached the height of elevation, looking back over everything, he was overwhelmed by a sense of peace. And so before driving home to Lena, he closed his eyes